Good morning. This is Nick with Walls by Design. Thanks for joining me. A little coffee out on the back deck. I wanted to talk a little bit about timing and order of things. Now, I just want to talk about in the kitchen. So people ask me all the time, who should come first? I had this conversation yesterday. Guy is buying his parents' house, and so he wants to refinish the hardwood floors, and then he wants us to come in and paint the cabinets. There's always some back and forth, and this is what we decided on, and I feel good about it. He is going to have the hardwood floors refinished before we come in and paint. And I told him they're most likely going to get finish. Sometimes they can even sand or damage some of the cabinetry with their sanders. And if we're just going to paint the cabinets, we can just do that, and then we don't have to touch up afterwards. And because we're doing cabinets, we're very light duty on the floor. We're not bringing in scaffolding and lots of ladders and coming and going and all this kind of stuff. We do cover the floor all the time, but we do have to have the conversation about taping to the floor. And we had a discussion about this yesterday. We are always going to use low tack tape on the hardwood floors. We have to. I can't just use drop cloths. Drop cloths are going to slide around. And so if the hardwood floor company does a good job and they do their job as they are supposed to, they're going to do a step that is a buff in between coats. And what that allows the top coat to do is to adhere to the bottom coat, because they're going to do 2 coats of clear on their floor. I know this because I used to own a flooring company. We used to do hardwood floors. So I know enough to be dangerous. I also know enough that I don't ever want to do hardwood floors ever again, because it was bad. But I do know the process, and I know the correct process. So we always like to have that conversation with the hardwood floor guys so that they know, hey, I have painters coming in right after we're done. So I always have our homeowners ask the hardwood floor guys, hey, how long must we wait before we can tape to the floor? We're going to use low tack tape. How long should we wait so that we don't damage the floor? Then they are going to tell you, because that answer differs depending on the product that they put on your floor. Oil base is one time frame. It's typically, it dries to the touch slower. It's just like paint, right? Dries to the touch slower, but it cures faster. And then the water-based system is the opposite. It dries to the touch faster, but it takes a longer time to cure out. And the curing process is what we need to have happen before we can tape to it. That's why we need to ask the hardwood floor guys. And then if after we put low tack tape down on the surface and it pulls up, well, then we know that the hardwood floor guys didn't do something right. And so just like if 3 or 4 weeks after we finish painting your cabinets, if you put some low tack tape on our cabinets and it releases, that would be a warranty issue with us. So you would call us back. Same thing with the floor. We put blue tape down on the floor that is designed for that situation, and it peels up the finish, then that's going to be on the hardwood floor guy. And we got to get the hardwood floor guy to come back and fix this floor. Problem is, then you know that he didn't buff the whole floor, so you really should have to redo the whole entire thing. One of the reasons why I will never do flooring ever again. Gosh, such bad memories. So anyways, so that's the discussion. Now, in an ideal world, going on from floors, if you're doing new countertops and new backsplash, then those 2 items would also be done before painting. We would want to demo everything, and this is what we do if you have us do countertops and backsplash. Install the new countertops, install the backsplash, and then we're ready to paint the cabinets. And that is the correct order of things. And I'd probably, if you're doing all of those things, flooring, countertops, and tile, I would do the countertops, so demo, countertops, tile, then your floor, and then paint. And the reason why I would say countertops and tile first is that if those guys, if they drop something on your brand new floor, then you got to fix it. So you should do the heaviest, messiest things first, and then paint is the lightest duty on the kitchen. So hopefully that helps. I'm Nick May. Thanks for joining me for coffee, even though I didn't really have any this morning, and we'll talk soon. Let me know if I can help you with any of those types of projects.